think so.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it up.
Landon, your first Iron Bowl. You know, you've played in other rivalries before. Why are you looking forward to this one?
I think just the tradition of this game, you know, how much it means to, you know, the University of Alabama, the state of Alabama, all our fans, players, everybody.
Landon, why is Mac Jones built for a moment like this?
You know, I think Mac Jones is ready to step up. You know, there's the Alabama standard. No matter who's going to be in the game, there's that standard everyone's going to play to, and I have faith that when he walks out on the field, he's going to play that standard.
He already sort of looks like a grown man right now, but what do you expect from Evan Neal in this game at left guard?
Yeah, I expect him to do what he's been doing all year, which is playing good football. You know, this is a big game for him, big rivalry game as a freshman, so, you know, I'm just excited to see what he's going to bring Saturday.
What are you looking forward to in facing Auburn's big defensive line, maybe the biggest challenge they've had this year so far?
I'm excited for it, you know. I don't like to back away from challenges. I know nobody else here will, so, you know, I'm excited for us to go out there as a team and, you know, have a good game.
Can you talk about Mac's sort of leadership qualities? What's he like in the huddle and, you know, things that we can't see on the field?
Mac's a great dude. He's positive all the time. He's got a, you know, next play mentality. If things don't go right, you know, next play, let's move on, leave it in the past. So it's one thing I really appreciate about him is, you know, he just keeps moving forward.
How do you keep it all in perspective when, yeah, you say that every game is the same type game, but it's not. It's going to be loud there early on. How quickly do you have to get into the focus of blocking out all the things that might get in the way of you from performing or focusing on what you need to do?
We handle that in practice, you know, any kind of variables, like you said, sound and stuff, you know, we'll practice that throughout the week. You know, it's just one of those things that we're going to account for everything that's going to be there. Coaches have been there before, players have been there before, they know what to expect. So, you know, we're going to practice and make sure that we can handle it.
Following up on how positive you say Mac is, for people who don't know him, how would you describe, well, what should we know about him?
Mac, I mean, he's a great dude. I don't really know a good way to describe it other than just being around him. He's a positive guy. You know, he'll always bring a smile or laugh to your face. He's got a lot of other qualities. I'm sure we could sit here all day and talk about him, but he's just a good dude.
We know how highly regarded Auburn's defensive line is with Derek Brown, Marlon Davidson. Talk about the challenge of going up against what might be the best D-line in the SEC.
You know, they do have a really good defensive line. That's just something, you know, we're going to have to play with. We're going to have a game plan in place whenever Saturday comes, and we'll execute it. You know, whatever coach feels like we need to do, that's what we're going to do.
A guy that loves to dominate defensive lines happens to be Najee Harris. What's it been like blocking for a guy that you know he has that toughness, he can hit that hole, he can go, he can do just so many things?
Honestly, playing with Najee's great. You know, he makes us look good. You know, we open up holes and he makes the best of it. And, you know, I really appreciate how he runs and how he handles himself every play.
Let's do two more.
I got to ask a Thanksgiving question. What's your alignment? So you eat everything, but is there one particular side that you like best over the others?
Sweet potato pie.
What do you like about it?
I mean, my mom makes it, so I don't know what all is in the recipe, but I know that I eat it every year.
That's a side?
Oh, yeah.
Man, you're going large, bud. All right.
We know that the players usually divide up and go to the coach's house. Do you know where you're going for Thanksgiving this year?
My family will actually be in town, so I'll be with them. I'm also going to go to Coach Saban's house.
Okay.
Time for one more. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Lane.